Hey, what's up? I'm Joel Madden, and this is Artist Friendly. On this episode, I'm talking to musician, songwriter, and the lead singer from the band Magnolia Park, Joshua Roberts. Let's go.
I'm not smoking on gas, I'm smoking on piff, that's my kind. I don't want no bad times, I don't want to have bad.
Yeah, I'm good, man. Yeah. You know, another day. Where are you coming from?
From today?
Are you in town or do you live here?
I'm in town for like the week.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, doing some writing sessions with a few producers and stuff like that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Who are you working with?
Ty and Sky Accord.
Cool.
Hiram. I always forget his last name. I'm so sorry.
Hiram. Yeah, that's what we call him. That's what we call him.
Hiram.
Yeah.
Just Hiram.
Yeah.
Goldstein, working with him.
Cool.
And then Jerris Johnson.
Cool.
And Boy Wonder. Yeah.
That's good. You having fun?
Yeah. It's a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of songs that we have to cipher through, but that's the name of the game.
How many songs do you guys usually do for an album? Is it different every time?
It's kind of different every time. I like, because we have albums that we call mixtapes sometimes.
Yeah.
So for those, they're normally like 12-ish songs. And then we have like the actual albums that we do on top of that, which is like 10.
But to get to the 10, how many do you write?
Oh, dude. For these sessions alone, because we're working on this album for like about a year now, I think we've been writing upwards of like 80 songs.
Oh, wow. So you have a bunch. You actually could do like 3 albums.
Yeah.
I might do that, honestly. All those songs.
Man, it's crazy because like we have 5 writers in the band. Like everyone writes.
Right.
So it's like everyone's writing songs. Everyone's like, oh, this is cool. Let's see what happens. Let's see what's left on the kitchen floor whenever thing's done.
Right.
So
how do you guys decide? Is it a democracy?
definitely a voting system for sure. Like, yeah, like majority rules type of thing. We want to make sure that the album's always is best. So like we have to chuck our egos out the door instantly. We're like, all right, we might have demo-itis. We might like have like someone might have written like more parts of one song than the other.
Right.
Throw it out the door. Right. We have to see what's going to sound good, what's going to be cohesive with the album. So like we always have to be like, cool, do that. And we also have like a couple producers in the room. We also want their input as well.
Yeah.
So like, hey, they have a vote as well. So it's kind of easier to pick. And then we have like the family over at Epitaph always also pick as well. So
that's good.
Everyone's picking, like everyone has a vote and everything. So it's pretty cool.
I think Epitaph is one of the labels that I feel still has like, and I'm not a label hater by any means. I've found there's always good people out there, depending on which label they're at any given time. But I do think that Epitaph still has this like kind of culture around like records and music and wanting good records, and they're fans of records.
Yeah, I feel like Epitaph just keeps it real. Yeah, they keep it really real. We haven't dealt with other labels. Like, Epitaph is the only label that we've been on. So
that's
it's
nice.
like the only experience that we have is just good experiences.
Yeah, that's good.
It's all good for us.
That's good. Every artist, the journey of how they get to where they're at is different for everyone, but it's nice when you can find a partner that you like, that you work with for a long time. That's nice.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
it also says a lot about you guys.
Yeah, man. Like loyalty is key for us, man. Like we've been with Epitaph for what, 2.5, almost 3 years now.
Oh, that's good. That's real.
So like it's just been like nonstop working with them, and it's like they give us a lot to do whatever we kind of want, like to branch out and just kind of see what we can do. So we love that independence, but also we love their input at the same time. It's a good duality, I would say. Yeah.
How long you guys been a band?
Since 2019.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
you're doing good.
Yeah, it's crazy because our first like big show was going to be at House of Blues Orlando, and literally the day that we were supposed to play it, COVID happened. Right, everything shut down. So we were like, all right. There
was like a block in there of time that you were a band, but you weren't. Didn't do anything.
But that's when we took like a week to think about what we were going to do, and then we just really wanted to. But all right, cool, we can't go out, but social media is still a thing. TikTok was thriving like really, really hard. So we're like, let's just see what happens. And from there, it just started blowing up like crazy and never looked back. So now we're able to do both, like being a band, going out and doing tours, but also still being content oriented and doing everything we can with that.
I mean, you have to. Yeah. Like that's just anybody that's in the business of making music for a living, right? Because that's the weird part, right? Is like I got to do something that I love for people that I kind of come to love, right? These the fan base that will continue to grow. Yeah. You feel like beholden to their opinion of you, and you have to walk the line of caring for that, while also making artistic decisions that you believe in. That's an interesting relationship, but it's important. And then also you have to, modern radio is TikTok, Instagram, and social content. That's modern radio. That's those platforms are where people are going to listen, discover, interact with. And so if you don't acknowledge that, then you're just like, you're not coming to terms with what you do for, for your life.
Yeah, I feel like people do themselves a disservice by not tackling social media while also doing the music. I see like a lot of bands kind of like just being like, oh, we're not going to do that. Like, that's not us. But I'm like,
sure. Okay.
Like, well, your fans are there, so you probably should be doing the same thing.
Absolutely. Like, and maybe 1 out of 1,000 might do that really well, not do it really well. But that's all, like, to me, those are the few rare cases. And if you want to be that band, whatever. Like, but I do think that like you have to find your version of it, and do it.
100%.
I think you guys do it really well.
Oh, thank you.
That's part of your growth.
Yeah, I think for us too, like it helps because like we have so many like different skill sets in the band.
Right.
Like we have videographers in the band, we have producers in the band. Like, so we have a lot of things that we can just be like, all right, let's sit down, let's create a strategy, and let's just see how we can do it.
That's very cool. You guys are handy.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're resourceful.
Yeah. Like we would see a trend pop up on TikTok. We're like, all right, cool. All right, this is how we do it. So how are we going to do this how are we going to do this, but apply it to our music. Yeah. And still make it cool.
On each different little situation, you got the one guy who's got a good idea and you're all like, yeah, run with it. That's cool.
Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah.
There's a like trust aspect to that too with
for sure.
working together, but that's cool. I can see why you guys are successful. I always wonder that, like when I see a band coming up, I always wonder, so success over time is not a fluke. It's work. It's just work. So I always say for anyone listening like that has something they're trying to do in life, I think it's aim upwards and try every day and then get more intelligent and more organized as you learn what you're doing.
Yeah. That's that sweat equity right there.
That's
like,
it.
Yeah, you put in those hours and then you get better. Like people start noticing that you're growing. And from there, like that following becomes a family.
And that's one part.
Yeah.
But then the music has to be good.
Yes.
Right?
For sure.
So if you listen, there's plenty of other bands that are doing what you guys are doing for sure.
Yeah.
But if the music isn't what it is, it might not have the same result as good music in one part, a resourceful group of driven guys who can actually work together with effort is some version of success. Yeah. And then as you go down the road as a group, you expand because you have, your label partner comes aboard, you have your management team, you have this, that, and you just keep expanding at the right pace. But it never changes in the idea that you have to put that effort forward every single day. It's just like another brick in the wall.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, like even with us, like, we're out here writing and stuff like that, but like at the same time, we're like, all right, cool. We got like a couple hours. Let's do some content at the same time. Yeah. Like, let's just find a spot. Let's just walk around and do some content. Like,
what else can we do?
Yeah. It's like, we don't want to sit down and idle ourselves. Yeah. We always want to be like, all right, cool. This is cool. This is, what we're doing is tight, but we need to do more. Yeah. Like we don't ever feel like we've done enough. So we always have to be like, all right, cool. All right. The song's done. Album's done. Cool. Album's out. Let's get back in the studio. Let's write some more. Yeah. Like we always feel as if like we're not done. Like it's that Mamba mentality. We feel like, yes, it's like yeah, job's not done, so we got to keep going.
Why do you think some bands are afraid of that? Is it perception?
I think it is perception. I think some bands feel like if they put out too much music or too much content, then people are going to get tired of them, and that people aren't going to care as much. But we look at it as today's day and age, a lot of people who are on TikTok, who are on Reels, who are on like just social media in general, they can see the same thing over and over and over again with just different people, and it still has the same effect. So why not have that same mindset as a band or a musician or an artist or a painter or a photographer or anything like that to keep doing it? Like if some people don't like it, all right, whatever, that's cool. But someone else is going to like it. Like someone else is going to be like, wow, that touched me in a way today. That made me think. That made me like shift what I was thinking about myself. So keep doing it. Yeah. Yeah. Like don't stop. But a lot of artists are like, well, our album's out. let's just tour on the album, which is good. That's what people have done for years. Let's just tour on the album. But then they don't talk about it.
Right.
They just tour.
They don't realize how much power they have in their own hands. It's like they got to wait to talk about it somewhere when you could be talking about it every day. Yeah. I also think I found this in my own experience is I didn't know I cared what people thought until people thought.
Yeah.
Right? Like I worked my ass off and then I got some success. And then I was like, you know, we were just going. Not to say we ever stopped because we've always been pretty industrious, but I did find myself at certain moments caring like, well, if I try too hard, people will think I care too much. And in my youth, I think I had a couple moments like that I had to get over because the truth of the matter is that I care. And I do care. And I do want to succeed. So I think coming to terms with being honest with people and going like, no, I actually just want to be successful. As successful as I can possibly be. And I don't even know what that means. I just know that I want to keep going harder, trying harder. And I do care about succeeding. Yeah. I do care about the result. I do care that this record does well, or I do care that people like it. And I think I struggled at certain moments with realizing, I think when we got to certain places where people would talk, and there's always going to be ebbs and flows of people's approval. The more people that like you, there's certainly going to be another crowd of people that didn't even know you existed that now hate you. And there's like all this opinions and all that. And I think coming to terms with the attention aspect of what we do is a part of the process of like growing into your shoes as an artist that's like going like that. Yeah. You know, you're not just doing that or doing that. You're doing this over time. And you got to kind of grow into every kind of level of what's happening. Yeah. I think for us, because we always talk about this, because like we get a lot of hate. Really? Oh, yeah. It's like, really? So, I always thought everyone liked you guys. A lot of people do like us, but we also have those groups of people like, oh, he's a black dude in rock music. And we're like, dude, like at the end of the day, we're like, if we have hate, that means we're doing something good. Yeah, absolutely. Like if everyone loved us, I feel like something's wrong. Right. Like there's like no hate comments or anything like that. Like I was expecting so much hate whenever like we did like our Disney cover, for example. Which song did you guys do? We did Eye to Eye from a Goofy movie. Cool. Yeah. And it was, I love that. It was cool, but it was weird. That was like the one song that we did that there was almost no hate. Oh, well. So we were like, dude, people fucking hate us. Like off rip, because we were like, there is no way no one doesn't like this. But we have to learn that like if someone hates you or like hates what you're doing, that means you're doing something right. It's either out of fear that like something is changing and that they don't like it, or it's just they had a bad day and they want to hate on someone, and you're putting yourself out there, so you're an easy target. And that's just something that we had to learn. And like even with me, again, being a black lead singer, it's also a lot of racist shit that always happens a lot. Right. So I'm just like, all right, cool. I'm going to react, but not in a way that people expect. Because if I react negatively to the hate, it's only going to fuel the fire. It's going to encourage people to do it more. So instead, we're just like, all right, cool. You're gonna talk about me not rapping or me looking like another successful black artist. Right. Cool. I'm going to respond by posting that same song with your comment on there. You're going to have your little 5 seconds of fame, but I'm also capitalizing off of that. Thank you for that. And that's something that a lot of artists and a lot of people who are doing content need to start doing. Don't like answer the hate with hate or like negative views. Is be like, all right, cool. I'm going to take your hate and I'm going to spin it to make sure that you understand that you're stupid and I'm doing something that I love and I'm passionate about. And you're just going to have to sit here and watch it again. Right. I want to ask a good question here because I care about it. Does any part of you ever feel, the word frustrated doesn't even really cover it, that you have to, I mean, the fact that you just explained that in such a positive way. Yeah. You framed it in such a positive way that it makes me, I mean, it makes me even more of a fan of you. But that being said, like the fundamental idea that you have to even think about that, decide about how you respond to that, Does any part of you feel kind of like perpetually frustrated that you even have to deal with that?
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, like,
and how do you personally, outside of work, outside of showing up and being the best lead singer you can be and going forward, I understand your resilience and I can see it already. Like just within 15 minutes of talking to you, I understand who you are as a guy working and going towards his dreams and his goals. Yeah. So that's one part of who you are, right? The drive we have is part of our success, right? It's like we're athletes. We want to be in the game.
Oh yeah.
I've always said that, like, put me in the real game. So I've always been driving towards that, and I don't want to play the little game. I want to play the big game.
Oh yeah.
And so our drive will cause us to problem solve, be resilient, and stomach things that aren't great.
I know in the beginning when I first started getting those type of comments, I was like, what is everyone talking about? Like, I'm not the first black person to do rock music. There's Chuck Berry, there's Prince, there's Travis McCoy.
Absolutely.
There's so many other like artists out here that have touched the mic, have touched the guitar, who are black. This isn't like a new thing.
Right.
So I was very confused. But then after a while, I did get mad. I got really angry. I was like, why is this like the talking point of our music? Like, I'm not saying, oh yeah, like I'm black, so listen to my music. I'm like, in most of our content, I don't even talk about race at all.
I know that. Yeah,
like, I literally just do my music. I do what needs to be done, which is show my art. And if people resonate with my art, then I love it. If not, then I mean, good luck next time, I guess, right? But like, even I had to think about it in a way of saying like, all right, cool, they're saying this online, but yet they don't say it in person. Right. They don't come to my face and they don't say this.
Right. Stuff. It's a place they can hide and say things they wouldn't otherwise say.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And I'm just like, all right, cool. You're behind the keyboard, you're behind your phone, you're saying this, but like, are you really going to say it to someone in person? I mean, respect to you if you do, but like, if you're just saying it behind the screen, then I'm just like, I'm not even worried about it anymore. It's like, say what you want to say. I know my truth. I know the person that I am. I know my resolve. I know why I'm doing this. And whatever you're doing, whatever is going through your life that makes you think that saying like a racist comment is cool, then I'm just like, well, maybe this scene isn't for you. Like maybe you bow out on this one. And nowadays, I don't even have to say anything. Like if someone sees a racist comment, like the people that we have accumulated through our music will be like, you're wrong for this. What are you like they will go after that person. I don't have to do that anymore, which I'm thankful for. I'm thankful that now the community is growing. There's more people like me who are coming up in the scene and who are really showing out, because I mean, I've even had these racist comments from people of my own color. Being like, oh, why are you listening to white music? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? I was like, white music. Yeah. Like, you listen to Prince, bro. Like, you listen to Michael Jackson's Bad album. Right. That's a rock album.
If we go back actually to the foundational beginnings of like rock and roll, it was black music. Yeah. And that's just that's just the facts.
Like Little Richard, facts. Chuck Berry.
It's just the facts.
Like, everyone always forgets Slash is black. Like, and he's one of the best to do it. And it's like, everyone's always talking about why you listen to this style of music, like probably because I like it.
Maybe. Yeah, and on one hand, I kind of like go, why are we still talking about this? On the other hand, I think it's good we are.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Because we have to, the most important thing that people can do is ask, what does it feel like to be someone else? So this is my number one question I always have whenever I talk to anyone, is I actually just want to know what it feels like to be you, because that's what I'm curious about. And that's through all the aspects of what it means to be you, from the band. And then usually with successful music, there is some stuff there. There's some childhood or some life that was lived that gave you content to share. And so what I find most of the time is with people whose music I like, there's some aspect of their life that was either hard, there was real challenge, there was real adversity in some way. On the opposite of that, some people, they had this really loving environment, which is another thing that I'm really interested about. I had a very hard childhood, and I'm not proud of that. I'm proud of what I've done. I always say, like, people say you did it because of that. And I'm like, nah, actually I did it despite that.
Yeah.
Plenty
100%.
of people,
Yeah.
plenty of people become drug addicts or become this or that, and I have empathy for them. I'm not judging anyone, but to come out of a tough situation and thrive is despite of the tough situation. It's not because of it.
Yeah.
I believe if I had two loving parents who were there and they had the tools to support me and they had the resources and all that, I would be even further in life.
Yeah.
Because I had to go to therapy and do all the work on myself in all the different ways and search for personal growth to actually get my arms around my life. Music at first was like an escape and I was running away.
Yeah.
And then I learned that I thought I was going to something good for good reason. I was going to something good, and some of it was a good reason, but some of it was a bad reason to escape the reality of what I needed to deal with, which was like lots of trauma and lots of stuff. So it's not that I don't think people should be successful and get away from their problems. That's not it at all. Success can be a great way to grow, but I still think people got to go back and unpack all the shit to make sense of it so that they can be like a whole person and be in their real life and live in their real life. So empathy is it, and the idea, like if I can understand what it feels like to be someone, I can have a more connected idea of them and me, no matter how different we are. And I just think that we aren't necessarily, we've never been in a culture that puts that first. We are in a culture that thrives on separating everyone, and we always have been. It's like just get groups against each other, and then the guys who are controlling those groups are the big winners. And the rest of us are just the dummies.
Pretty much. I mean, yeah, that's just how like culture is these days, for sure.
But I've always been interested because I know I've watched you guys come up over the last few years, and I've had a sense of this, but to sit with you is really nice because it gives me real context for like the people that I kind of just know through their music. This is why I love this show. For me, this is my like favorite thing I do because I get context every day when I talk to someone on the music that I've heard and the idea that I had of them or whatever. But did you grow up in Florida?
Yeah, for the most part.
What was that like?
It was weird because I wasn't my family situation wasn't like my friends' family situations.
Right.
Like I didn't like both parents were not there.
Okay.
So I just grew up with my aunt and my grandmother and stuff like that.
Oh wow.
So
where were your parents?
So my mom, she was like in and out of like just trouble.
Okay.
And she ended up getting deported. So she was gone from there. And then
To where?
To England.
Okay.
Yeah. And my dad just like really wasn't there. He worked for like a state fair for a while, and then I would see him every once in a while.
So he was a traveler, really?
He was a traveler.
Right.
I would see him like, I think about 4 times throughout my childhood.
Wow.
About that.
That's tough.
But yeah, I mean, it was weird.
Yeah. It's all you knew.
It's all I knew.
Right.
So like everyone was always like, oh man, like how does it feel like going like parent teacher conferences and stuff like that?
Right.
Like, or like having those like dad, like those father like moments. I'm like, I didn't have that, man. Like I self-taught everything.
Right.
I think that alone taught me how to tackle my shit head on and like really just be like, all right, if I'm all I got, am I going to be proud of what I'm doing? Or am I going to look at myself in the mirror and be like, I don't know who this is? So I definitely had to learn a lot of myself at a young age.
On your own.
On my own.
What I found, I always tell my kids, get to the good source of information. That is how we make sense of the world. The world is a cause-related place. This isn't magic. You do something, there's a reaction to it. So get good information, make good plans, make good decisions, and you stack those up over years, and that equals success.
Yeah.
In all aspects of life, how we live, how we function, and how we work. As a kid with no parent, my parents were all over the place. My mom was there, but she struggled. My dad left a little later on in life, around 11 or 12 was when it all fully dissolved. But it was a very complicated. My dad struggled, and both my parents struggled. So they weren't available to parent us. And when they did, it was a very religious household. So the information was religious based.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of great values in religion and faith. And I have no I'm definitely like all for people having those aspects of their life be, even if they're the biggest part of your life. But be careful if you're getting your day-to-day information of how the world functions from a religious source that is only saying, here's the rules of life.
Yeah.
You go to heaven or hell, and this is how, and that's what everything is revolved around. Whatever you believe about heaven and hell, I'm not criticizing that.
Oh yeah, no.
But on the day-to-day of how to build things, it's not, I don't actually think even God wants us to function like that, in that simple idea. I think learning how to grow things, learning how to build things, learning how to nurture things, learning how to navigate, that's actually, to me, the most important part of day-to-day life. And so for me, it was getting this bad information and then going in trying to navigate, or I'd get it from some other kid. And you really like have to figure out how to get your information. And I can imagine for you, I mean, you likely, it sounds like your aunt and your family, you had some support, but you know they're not your parent.
Yeah.
So that's interesting.
It was support, but it was like we support you because we family type of thing.
Yeah, like we're obligated to support you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because like whenever it came to like doing music or anything like that, like they were like, dude, why are you doing music? Just do a 9 to 5. And I was like, nah, I want to be a musician. I'm putting all my chips into music. It was either music or filmmaking for me. So it was literally just like that. That's all I knew.
Likely both. I'm telling you right now, I'm sitting across from you and I'm like, oh, this guy's fucking G.
Thank you.
This is why I do this, because I get to learn a little bit. And I go, oh, this is a winner right here. He had to work through some very difficult situations, and it's the nature of nature. If it doesn't kill us and we get out of it, we're gonna be stronger, unstoppable.
Yeah, that's very true. I mean, like even though I had that aunt and grandmother like relationships there, stuff like that, like I mean, there were times that we didn't know what the lights were going to be on when we got home. Like there were times where like I had to be kind of like the man of the household at some points, just because growing up, like my grandmother, she was like what, 80, 82, 83. She like had a stroke. So then I had to go from, all right, cool, I'm trying to finish school, but now I got to make sure my grandmother's good too. So I got to go home, take care of her. So like whenever it came to like the social life, I was like, I don't need it at the time. Right now, like my focus is making sure this is good, type of thing. So I was always like, all right, cool, there's a problem, everything drops, we're gonna figure this out. And then
grew up fast.
Yeah, really.
You were
really
a man
fast.
by 11 or 12, I bet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like literally, like my family, like my nickname in like my family is literally Pops.
Yeah.
Just because they were like, dude, like when you were like a young kid, you were mature. You knew what to do. You didn't know it. You knew what not to do.
I realized this. Me and my brother talk about it a lot. Even before my dad had really left, he was gone. I think it was too much. I think he was struggling with addiction, and he was, he was working jobs that didn't pay enough, and he had 4 kids, and my mom had her struggles, and it was tough. But so I didn't get a lot of the father time. I can remember it on one hand.
Yeah.
On one hand, how many of those moments I actually got to have with him. And I really hold on to those. And for a long time, as a kid, I told myself that's what everyone has. And then when he left, I was so angry at him. And I didn't realize he was gone long before he left. But I also didn't have any adults talking me through how this works. Like, so no one was telling me like, listen, your dad doesn't make enough money. He's underwater. Your mom is struggling. He doesn't have the capacity to help her. He's been gone. And it isn't your fault. And he still loves you in his own way. But y'all are never going to have that storybook father-son relationship.
Yeah, I think as kids, like we realize, like we notice what's going on, but we don't realize it until
how it works.
Until we're of age or
until we're adults.
Yeah, till we're adults. And that's kind of why we did the Goofy movie song.
Right.
Kind of to tie it all in a little bit.
Yeah, I like
just
that.
Because
that's important.
As a kid, you watch a Goofy movie, like you're siding with Max. Like, Max just wanted to go have fun. He sees a girl he likes. He wants to go like impress her or stuff like that. And as an adult, you watch it back, you're like, dude, fuck this kid, dude. Like, why are you being so disrespectful to your dad? Like, he's literally trying to like show you love and nurture you right, and you're out here spitting on him. And when we saw that on the list, we were like, yo, we have to do this.
That's dope.
Just because, like, one, I grew up on that movie. That movie was like one of my favorite movies growing up. Like, Tevin Campbell is a literal
Legend.
Like, legend. In the R&B
One of my
scene.
wife's favorites.
Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like, and so when we saw it, it was a no-brainer.
He doesn't get enough credit.
He does not.
Tevin Campbell.
He does not.
He doesn't get enough.
That range
flowers.
is insane.
Like, he gets flowers, but not like he should. Like, it's funny because in my house, my wife, she has all her favorites, but it's funny. She has such a soft spot and a reverence for Tevin Campbell. She'll put his music on this list of like,
oh yeah,
90s R&B.
Like,
right?
Can We Talk is like a literal classic, and a lot of people don't even like bring it up anymore. It's like,
it's funny.
Did y'all forget about Tevin? Like, what's going on with this? Like, he was running things. Like, so I was like, I think I can do it justice if we do this cover. I feel as if I won't stray too far from the path of like what he's created, and like really pay homage to him, give him his flowers while he's still here by doing the song. So,
and it's got a sentimental, real sentimental. That's important.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
The sentimental side of life is important. We can't lose it.
Yeah.
And it's good to share. Like, a lot of times I think we are scared to share things that are sentimental to us because they're so special. And we know what the world can do.
Yeah, you're afraid that the world's just gonna turn it.
Yeah.
And like just straight up destroy what you feel is like your anchor.
I'm glad you did
everything. Thank you, man.
Also showed a little bit of a softer side. I think you guys are like a hard band. I like the aggressiveness of how you guys look, how you sound. I think showing the sides of us is good when we can in music. It's like takes real guts to do that. I think sometimes it's good.
I think for us too is like we never want to stay in. I feel like one genre.
Yeah.
Like we always want to showcase that. Hey, like we're doing this, but like we're so into the music culture as a whole that we have to showcase everything that we listen to, or like put something that we listen to like in our own music that should showcase, other genres that people may not listen to. There's been some times that people are like, yo, I don't listen to hip hop, but I listen to Mag Park and they have a sick trap beat in there. And then we're like, yeah, like we got this trap beat. We had the idea from this artist. And now they're listening to that artist because of like what we've done. So like we love doing stuff like that, like putting tidbits of like other cultures and other genres in our own music, and having people discover that they do like that style of music. They just didn't know where to start to listen to that style of music.
Yeah. Well, listen, I think I have to say this because it came to mind and I have to say it. So you hear me say it. Me and my brother, like I was saying, we realized somewhere in our teens when I started working real jobs when I was 14 because I had to help pay the bills because things would get cut off. The lights would get cut off or the phone or whatever. And at the same time, we were starting our band around 15, 16. And so it was, I remember that time. It was so challenging in so many ways, but also really exciting because we found this thing we cared about for the first time. It was like there was hope in life. We had this goal. We suddenly looked achievable to us. Like if we could just make it, everything would be better. But we realized, me and my brother, I was lucky to have my brother. You were alone. We realized like, oh, we had to be our own fathers. And sometimes we had to be that to each other. If I was scared, I didn't know if we were going to get evicted again or this or that. I was always the one that was nervous about the things to come. The bad things, like, because I remember we got evicted, and it was the one time that it was really traumatic was the police came, and we didn't know as kids, like, oh, like it was my mom's responsibility to like, and they actually had to tell us to leave, and it was like shocking to us because we weren't prepared for that. And as a kid, and she wasn't there, and I remember that was like I still have like stuff around moving, like I get weird.
Oh yeah, I hate moving for that reason.
Like moving,
I hate moving.
And I remember we moved from this place, and I remember we were living with people, and so that was also really embarrassing to go to school and then it was just like very tough time. And there was a lot of stuff that I carried into my adult life with me, and I had quirks around that weird stuff like moving and I always, to this day, now I know like part of my personality was developed out of that and some of it's good. And then some of it I just have to work on. But I still have like, I've contained it to like my one room in the house that I have. Like, I still have a bag that's packed that I literally live out of. Like, I've been home for 9 months. I haven't left LA. And I still have a bag that has stuff in it.
It's very similar.
It's weird,
honestly. It's
right?
very
It's just
similar to
weird.
me. Yeah.
And I have a weird way of organizing my stuff because I remember at this time, really critical time, I think, when I had like my stuff was just piles on the floor because we were staying in someone's basement. And like, I still have, this is weird, still have little piles on the floor of my office of my clothes that I wear like during the week.
Like the day-to-day clothes because it's there.
Weird, yeah. So I've gotten to a place where I can organize it where it doesn't drive my wife nuts and it's contained to one room. And thank God I live in a big enough house that like I can have a room that's my like past, like if you really want to know what's going on in here, go in that room. And I collect things because I, also didn't have a lot of toys or things growing up. So like I still love toys and collecting things.
For me, it's camera equipment.
Okay.
I have more camera equipment than anything else in my house. I'm just like, all right, cool.
That's a good investment though.
It is for sure. It is for sure. Like I have all like my lighting stuff, all my camera stuff like that. But like whenever it comes to clothes, give me a trash bag. Everything's filled up and I'm done already.
Give me a trash bag.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Not even suitcases. It's give me a couple trash bags. I'll be out in like 5 minutes.
I didn't stop using trash bags to move until our last move. We probably move every 5 years, whatever. Like we're a moving type based on like where the kids are going to school, whatever. It's a blessing to be able to do it. But it's funny. We're in the process of moving right now. And I think we're moving to like our forever house probably. And I'm not using trash bags.
Ooh, you're actually getting boxes.
Yeah.
Like, it's so weird.
Containers.
It's like, oh, like, what do you do with this?
But that's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
And I still have a thing where I don't let anyone move my stuff.
Yeah, I have to move my stuff.
I move my stuff. Yeah. No one else is touching it. It's a quirk that I picked up from living, the way we had to live. But what I was saying was, before we move on, I think one of the aspects that makes you successful and why you'll be really successful if you continue to allow yourself to be you, whether that's with music and with film. I wouldn't ignore that because people with the best stories tell the best stories.
100%,
so I think that's important, that we had to be our own father. We had to be our own cheerleader. We had to be our own teacher, and we had to figure out how the world works a lot on our own. That makes the first part of life, 0 to 20 something, really hard. But once you start to figure out the order of things, you really, truly become unstoppable because you're not afraid of figuring something out. And that's the key to success, is continually solve those problems. Go forward, go forward, go forward. And I think that's likely why, a big part of why you're successful, why you'll continue to be successful. So it's such a through line I find with a lot of artists, is the early part of your life was challenging, and you got to give it credit.
Yeah, like if you accept the challenges, then I mean, once you overcome them, you'll realize that it was there for a reason. Like,
and if you figured that out, what's this?
Exactly.
I mean, you figured that part out. This is nothing. Do you have any heroes?
Chester Bennington, for sure.
Amazing.
Oh man, like
what an amazing.
His voice is literally the reason why I started doing rock music. Is literally just like Linkin Park, just being goats at whatever they do.
Yeah, they are. But we're especially, with Chester there, they were just that big rock band. Great songs, but Chester was a very, very special guy.
Yeah, no one could do it like him.
No one could do it like him, and he was like a really sweet, kind, good person.
Yeah, he lived his songs on his sleeve. Man, that's what I loved the most. Is like, yeah, like he's like, look, man, I'm about to lose it, and even like he keeps that same mentality even when he was doing interviews. He was like, look, man, like there is a scary place in his head. I have to live with that, but he also puts that in songs. To showcase, like, yeah, I'm living with this. I'm fighting this. I'm fighting these demons, but also you can too. That's always what I got from the messages of his songs. So that's what really like got me to be like, I want to do that.
I love Linkin Park. I still listen to Linkin Park a lot.
Same.
But I remember being intimidated. We came out around the same time. And I remember being intimidated and shy to meet anyone. But I remember meeting them, and Chester was so like nice and supportive, but everything you would hope someone would be when you meet them. And it made me forever like a fan. And when I listen to the music, I love their music. And I love his voice. I've always wanted to sing more like him. He was just a special, he was special.
I agree. I mean, like even with our songs, a lot of people are like, oh, I hear that influence. Especially like in our songs like Animal and like some of the heavier stuff. They're like, oh yeah, we hear that Linkin Park, we hear that Chester influence. So I'm like, that's all I can do.
Yeah.
is
That's a good hero.
Is keep that legacy alive by just like doing me.
Yeah.
But also like, you know, having those tidbits and those special moments that he was able to create in his music.
Yeah. It just hits. Just those moments in all those songs when he would sing, there's just those moments that hit. He would sing right into your soul. Man. What did you grow up on? What kind of music?
I grew up on R&B. R&B, hip hop.
Like 90s R&B?
Yeah. Like Tevin.
Yeah.
Listen to like even earlier, like New Edition, Boyz II Men, Jodeci, Cisco, Brian McKnight, Genuine.
I even like Luther Vandross.
Oh, Luther
Love
hits
Luther
the soul.
Vandross. Yeah.
Luther hits the soul. Jamie Foxx, actually.
Jamie Foxx is an amazing singer.
Amazing. A lot of people sleep on Jamie.
That's weird because he's like, it's so funny. He does both things. I mean, he's an amazing actor. He's also like a really amazing guy. But it's like crazy because he's as good a singer as he is an actor.
Yeah, and a comedian too. Like the first time I even heard of Jamie Foxx was the Jamie Foxx show.
Right.
And then like my family was like, yo, you got to watch his stand-ups. I was like, oh, he does stand-up? And then he's out there like doing comedy while playing piano and singing. I was like,
one of one.
What?
Yeah, one of one.
Like he's incredible. Incredible talent.
Musically, that's a really good place to come from, I think. I also think that like the singing aspect of what we do it's almost like dismissed as not serious music or serious singers, but R&B, obviously that's the main, I mean, the song has to be good, but then you have to be a good singer. Yeah. And I think coming up with that in your like musical DNA will likely make you a more thoughtful singer and like throw less away. So I think in rock music, a lot of times the singing part of it, that's probably why you like Chester, because he took what he did seriously. But there are plenty of people in rock music that kind of dismiss themselves as not a real singer or not a serious singer. And I'm like, no, you're a singer. Yeah. However serious, you take your own craft is up to you.
Like anyone can be a singer. It's like the fact of like, what style of singing do you want to do? Yeah. It's like, even for us, like the album that we're working on now, we're mixing a lot of those R&B influences. Cool. But we're also doing a lot of that mixed with a lot of metal influences. Like Corey Taylor, for example, amazing singer. Yeah. Amazing screamer.
Yeah, good screamer.
Really, really good. But the one flaw that I always said about Corey is like he can't do a genre like R&B. His voice just doesn't fit that. It doesn't make him a less talented singer. It's just the way how the voice sits on a bass line can work like that. But he's also one of my big vocal inspirations. So I take from like people like that, people like Chester, but I also take from people like Michael Jackson, like New Edition, like Stevie Wonder, like all these other singers who
Boyz II Men,
who are very technical.
I know every word, every song.
Like those singers like that are super, super technical. Whereas you have singers like Corey Taylor and Chester who they are technical, but they're technical in the emotional side. You won't hear a Boyz II Men vocalist do a rock song. Same thing as you won't hear a Corey Taylor do an R&B song. It's just different sides of the world. And on this new album, we're trying to put two and two together in a very complex, but also easy to listen to from both aspects type of way.
It's cohesive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's good.
it's been
That's
challenging. This is the longest album we've worked on because we wanted to make sure that it's so right on both sides.
Yeah, well, it's musically ambitious, and that's worthwhile. It's worthwhile to try to be ambitious with the music and grow, because that is how you're going to have a long career and a great, rich career of making shit that people care about, because they can feel that in the music. When someone just, we got to get the quota, get another album, get it out, that's different than we're trying to make something for you. Trust us, it will be good. And then they get it. It's art. That's the art part.
Yeah.
Is trying to do, you want to be ambitious. You want to express what you're feeling and get it out of here to here. And that takes the trying and the time, however long it takes.
Yeah. Yeah. And like everyone has so many stories to tell. Every day can lead to a new story. So I think for us is that we write so much is because we have so many stories to tell, and we feel like we're catching up with ourselves on these storytelling aspects that we want to be like, well, on our last album, we weren't able to tell this story. So let's see how we can tell this story and then kind of grow from there. And that's how like we just never stop writing.
And the new album has like some theme to it.
Yeah. So it's kind of like an anime theme in the sense. So there's an anime back in the 80s called Vampire Hunter D. And we were like,
another one of my sons loves that one too. Yeah.
So we were like, cool, let's do an album based off of just vampire anime. Let's just do this. So the album's called Vamp. Like, and the thing is, we've been talking about Vamp for over a year. We've been talking about this album for over a year as we've been working on it, stuff like that, hints here and there. And we really wanted to just like dive into that darker sound, and with the stuff that we have and the stuff that we've been creating, we've really been doing well with it, and hopefully people like it. I mean, like our inspiration is to create our own anime one day. Yeah, like that's one thing that we really want to do. So
you
like,
got to do it.
We have a lore, we have characters and everything that we've been doing since day one. So like we've been building this anime story for like since 2018, late 2018. So it's always been in the works. Like we always like for me, I always want like Kubo, he's the creator of Bleach. I would love him to do it because he understands drawing black characters, like like people character like really good. And just the storytelling aspect. Even with this album, we've been writing just different lores and different stories for each song.
That's
and
dope.
Just like, and within every song is a story. And
would it have like a book for each song?
I would love it to. I would love for it to.
That's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work for sure. But like we will have like just a long story. That's one thing that we have to give credit to for like 21 Pilots, for example, because they were able to create a story, their own atmosphere with their music, and having a film around each aspect and have it tie in together some weird way. And
it kind of grew.
It grew
over time as they got more and more resources to execute each time. That's actually like the reality of like these things as they grow over time.
Yeah, like for us, like we have this character, he's called Baku, and he's been in a lot of our music videos. It's literally just a mass figure going around causing havoc. And then in this new era, like we have this huntress, like almost like a Van Helsing type. So she was in Shallow, our music video Shallow, and we're like, all right, cool. How do we keep adding this now? How do we elevate this? And how is this going to tie into Baku's story some weird way? And it's been challenging, but it's been fun because yes, music is a lot of storytelling, but now we have to explain that storytelling without a musical background. So now it's like actual storytelling that we have to like, we don't have to like mince words with the story. We can actually like explain it indefinitely, because in music, you know, like you gotta shorten things. You gotta make sure that, you know, it's
gotta fit in the inside of a box that it can be put out in.
Yeah. So like for us now, it's like, all right, cool. We have this song. We have these characters. Now we have to explain these characters. Why are they here? What are they doing? What's their motive? And it's been fun. It's been really, awesome. Really fun. Yeah.
Yeah. You got to keep doing it. Don't let any problem become unsolvable. You you know, just keep trying to figure it out because it'll be worth it. And I think it ties in somewhere with your filmmaking. You know, it's interesting. I was talking to Claudio from Coheed Cambria. He came in here. We talked, and he's really into comics. And again, though, I think the best filmmakers and artists of other mediums come out of music. I do. I think they're music guys. I think if you look at lots of guys in film that got a lot of their early understanding of art through like bands and stuff, I think it's important to not put a lid on or a ceiling on what's possible with the creative aspect of you in these other mediums. You know, think about how many music video directors become film directors. I mean, it's one of the pathways that, like, if you look at Mark Webb, or there's so many of them. Music is an amazing place to cultivate artistic ability because there are less rules. Yeah. You know, and we all get there different ways. But I think that's cool. And the comic things is cool. I'm excited for you guys to keep doing that.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Are there any bands in the, you know, from a touring perspective, or like the bands working now that you guys feel like are kindred spirits that you've become friends with on the road, or bands you feel like have been influential to you in your growth, or that have helped you guys along the way? Oh yeah, man, like Mayday Parade. Oh, cool. For example, like they were the first band to take us out on a big tour. And we were out there for like 2 months, and they taught us so much, them and also like real friends and stuff. Yeah. They were really, really open and willing to teach us a lot of things about being on the road and just like being musicians to do this. So that was really cool. A Day to Remember is another band that really was like, all right, guys, like this is what we're doing type of thing. Through Line, all those bands are really nice guys. Yeah. Yeah. Really, really cool people. Like Simple Plan is another one. That's really, really cool. Bowling for Soup, actually, like we haven't toured with them yet. We're going on tour. We're going on tour with them in February. This will be our first actual tour with them because we played one show with them, right? Before our tour of Simple Plan, and it was really cool. We were like after the show that we played, like we just sat for hours talking. It was us, Bowling for Soup, Less Than Jake, and Sum 41. Oh, cool! So that was really cool. Yeah, those are nice guys too. Yeah, we toured with all those guys. Yeah, man. Nice. Sum 41's there. Everyone's cool, man. Everyone that we've toured with has been really, really cool. I think that's the case with most bands that have been out there and doing it, and there is a respect you have for the thing when you've been out there. You know, at the end of the day, like we all go on stage and we play our role. And you know, on stage, I'm the singer of the band, but off stage, I'm a member of a organization of people that are all away from their families, away from, you know, and doing the same things. You want things to be nice and easy and fun. And I find most bands like are pretty good like that. It's very rare that there's some, I guess, but I haven't run into too many assholes, to be honest. Only ones that we've kind of run into, it's like crew. But never band. Bands, everyone's just like, oh, all right, cool. Let's just chill, have fun. Like, yeah. How much longer are you in town for? We're in town until the 2nd. We leave. Is the whole band here? Yeah. Okay, cool. Whole band's here. What part of town are you in? You staying in? North Hollywood. So like, cool. Like honestly, like 10 minutes from here. Great. Yeah. So it was pretty nice. You like LA? Hit or miss? It's hit or miss. It's hit or miss for sure. This time around, it was really fun. Like it we were in a cool area. It can be lonely here. Yeah. Until you get your people. Definitely, like being out here sometimes just makes me think. You know, like it just like with everyone kind of going for the same kind of goal. I feel like people isolate themselves a lot out in Cali, right? Versus Orlando or like even New York. It's more like all right, cool. Like we're all doing this, yeah, whatever. Like, all right, we're friends or we're not type of thing. But with LA, I've noticed that it's a lot of like, all right, cool. This person's doing his own thing, and we might see him. He might pull up. Who knows? Right. So it's like a weird it's like hit or miss. It's very hit or miss. Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, LA's cool. Nice weather. It is nice weather. It is a lot better than Orlando. Yeah, a little less unpredictable. Yeah, no, Orlando, it makes you feel like you're a boiled crab out there. Yeah. Versus out here, it's like, all right, cool. And the tour is in February. Yeah, it's in February. It's going to be out in the UK. That's the first tour of the year. Of the year for us. Okay, cool. Yeah. I'm happy for you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you. Josh, thanks for coming. Thank you for having me. And good luck with the record and the tour.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, bro. I hope you enjoyed today's episode of Artist Friendly. If you really liked it, you can follow, like, subscribe to the show anywhere you listen to podcasts, Spotify, Apple, Amazon. We appreciate your support, and we'll see you next time.
Bad times,